Hey, welcome to my channel and to my weigh-in. Had a doctor's appointment this morning, so we're doing it a little later. Psychiatrist appointment. Y'all know I do not hide the fact that I see a psychiatrist. I have issues that need to be taken care of, and they need to be taken care of by a professional and by medication. And this is my quarterly PSA. If you have issues with your brain, go see the doctor. Your brain is an organ like your heart and your liver and your kidneys. So it needs attention just like they do. The stigma involved with mental health is ridiculous. There's no excuse for it. I don't understand why, if somebody is seeking mental health treatment, why that is such a bad thing. Why it's only, hold on. It's rainy today, so I'm afraid our cars might be louder. I hope when I play this back that I'm not made a mistake by being out here. But it's only bad if you don't seek help. If you have an issue that you let go untreated. So I urge you, if you or your family members or friends need to have mental health treatment, that you go and get it. Don't worry about what somebody else thinks. What's important is you and your health, not somebody's opinion. So that is my mental health PSA. What you're here for is my weigh-in. Now this week, we know I did the experiment of try to eat all. I keep trying to say points because I did Weight Watchers for so long and counted points for so long. Try to eat everything that Nutrisystem says eat, as far as, you know, my Nutrisystem meals and then my proteins and my carbs, and eat the calories. It's windy today too. Look, I got my queen bee cup. The bees ain't out yet, but I'm just letting them know early on this porch I am the queen bee and they can step off. Gosh. Well, I might have to finish this inside, I don't know. So I did that. Well, let me give you my weigh-in, and then I'm gonna talk about what I think is what it's all about. So this week I weighed in at 318 even, 318 even, for a gain of 5.2 pounds, and that puts me back down to 59.1. Here's the deal. I ate everything. Oh, I meant to bring my book and show you. Because you know I meant to bring my book out here and show you that. Because I set it over there beside where I thought I was going to be filming inside early. But then I had my doctor's appointment. I didn't film before I went. Where I wrote down every power fuel and smart carb I'm supposed to have, and I filled in the blank, right? Well, I did that for 4 days. And then those last 3 days, I filled in what I ate when I knocked it back, and night and day the amount of food. Y'all watch my videos, you see the amount of food that I ate. I feel like that was too much food. So by the 4th day I had already gained, well, at one point I had gone up to 320. So at least today I was back down to 318. So I know I ate too much. And before you tell me it's sodium, it is not sodium. I have lived in my body for 59 years, 60 in July. Ooh, the big 6-0. Oh, let me take a drink on that one. I know when my body has had too much sodium. There's a difference in swelling from too much sodium, gaining weight, and what I'm fixing to tell you, a leg that has blown up from lymphedema. I had already gained the weight, but then I started noticing my left leg, which is my bigger leg, is the one that swells up. They both swell up, and I've had treatment on both of them twice for lymphedema. We get them wrapped and all that. Some of you have had the same thing. You know what I'm talking about. And you know that it's not sodium. It is lymphedema from your lymph nodes. It is a disorder in that department. Well, I started having a flare, which I don't think much of it because I've had it so much. It was just like, oh, okay, my leg's swelling. Well, then my pants between my thighs started sticking, where I had finally, even though I have big legs, I had finally got it to where I could walk with my pants, my sticking in the middle. Y'all know what I mean? Y'all got them thick thighs. Y'all know what it means to rub them britches together. Well, my britches ain't been rubbed together, and then they were, and I'm like, okay, well, I know I didn't gain all that weight in my thigh, and my leg just started getting bigger. And I told David, I said, would you look? He goes, oh yeah, it's bigger. And around my knee is just killing me. It's so big. Well, this morning when I woke up, I sleep in that recliner, and I pulled the covers back, and I looked at my leg. I'm like, well, my leg looks funny. So I rubbed my hand down there, and there's 2 spots where it has busted open and is draining. So I know my leg is holding a lot of fluid. So I know I don't venture to guess how much of that 5 pounds is fluid on this leg. But here's the thing, I called it up. Did we not just talk about this last week when we were talking about sodium? And I said, I've not had my leg swell up on me in a long time. And then look what happened. I told y'all I believe in calling stuff up. And there is proof in the pudding right there. It just proved it. What are the odds that I talk about it and then it does it? Because I called it up. Well, hold on. Okay, usually when they come down in front of the house and they head up the side of the street here, they gun it to get up that little bit of hill, and I didn't want them to make that big noise. So my leg is part of the problem, and I think eating too much is part of the problem. Now I'm gonna reiterate, it is not sodium. Yes, Nutrisystem is packaged food, but calories in, calories out. And I know when I'm retaining sodium fluid from that and when I'm not. I also have told you, my kidney doctor said I can have 3,000 milligrams of sodium a day. Even if the Nutrisystem food was 1,000 milligrams. Do you think I shake on 2,000 milligrams of sodium at the table? No. So I'm not going with it's too much sodium in my diet. I'm just not. You can disagree with me if you want to, but I'm just not. But I do think I ate too much for those 4 days, and so after Sunday, or even David, he was like, man, we ate a lot today. I'm like, I know, I told you, it is too much food. I cannot eat right at 2,000 calories a day and lose weight. So I think part of this is my leg, and part of this is from eating too much. I think I did. You can't get fat from one meal, but from four big days of 2,000 calories each, man, I could have ate regular every other day and had me a meal out and enjoyed that. And here's the thing too. If it was sodium, David wouldn't have lost 3 pounds. I got lucky that I didn't. Normally I feed him before he comes home, so I don't know until after he gets home if he gained or lost. So I told him last night. I said, well, I've been reading on the Facebook group that talk about, if you hit a stall or a plateau or something, go out and get you a meal. You don't have to go overboard. Get you a meal out, eat a normal meal, add something to it. Maybe you don't eat some real sour cream or butter, something to mix it up and kind of get your metabolism, perked up again. So I told him, I said, okay, if you gained weight, we're going to eat out this weekend. So I was walking by him. He's laying there on the couch watching TV. I was walking by him to bring my stuff outside. He goes, well, I guess we're eating out this week. I said, you did not lose weight. He said, yes, I did. I'm like, you did not. How dare you? So he said he lost 3 pounds, sure enough. Which I'm happy for him. I would rather him lose weight than me get to go out and eat. So I don't think I'm plateaued. Last week I saw a small loss, and then so that's why we were thinking, okay, well, let's just try eating everything. I don't think it works for me. I don't think it works for my body. The whole time that I've been doing Nutrisystem, I have tried to stay around 1,500 calories. Sometimes I go under. Sometimes I would be over, and sometimes I'd be under, and I lost weight. And I think maybe I just had a stalled week. You have those weeks, and I've had a gain another week or two, which that's how I do. I gain and I lose. That's why I do so much, and I've been on plan. It ain't like I've been off plan and gaining it. I'm on plan and I'm gaining and I'm losing. That's how my body operates. I'm used to it, and it's frustrating, but I'm used to it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm watching this crow over there. Listen, where they knocked old Uncle Eddie's house down, they out there bulldozing everything now. They're fixing to build something. That's just what we need. We need more people on this road. So the old Blackhawks are over there pecking in the dirt. I guess the rain and that bulldozed up dirt bringing the worms up or something. Anyway, that's what I was watching. Sorry to get distracted. What I have done right now, well, the whole time I've been eating that until this past week when I upped it and I ate it all. Instead of trying to eat everything on it and then keep the calories low, I planned it to keep the calories low. What you eat the Nutrisystem meal, the Power Fuels, and the Smart Carbs, but there's also a calorie allowance, because those Power Fuels and Smart Carbs, there's a range. There's not, okay, your protein has to be 90 calories. It's between 80 and 120 for both of them. And then they have fat and fiber, or protein and fiber rules that go with each one of them too. Oh my goodness, hold on. So what I did was, I found out from my friend Terry what the requirements for a 1,200 calorie diet is. That's what they got her on, 1,200 calories. And I added a Power Fuel and a Smart Carb to that. And I'm putting that as what I'm going to eat from now on. And so that's going to keep me around the 1,500 mark. So I'm not going to, like, the meal plan that I did is already planned, and I just know what to take out of it, what I can leave in there for David and what to take out for myself. So like this morning, I don't get a Smart Carb for breakfast, so I don't get my grits for breakfast anymore. If I want my grits, I'll have to have them later on as a snack or whatever meal that they come with. So I rearranged that, and that will be reflected in next week's menu. Well, it is next week's menu, and in tomorrow's for the weekend. I've got it fixed. David, he'll still get more than me because he's a man, and he still eats up that many calories. So that's what I'm doing about that. Now let me tell you about my coffee. Y'all not gonna believe this. I don't really believe it myself. I wish I had that bottle out here. Y'all seen it on my, excuse me, I had a little thing on my grocery haul. If you watch my grocery haul, you may not. When I was at Publix, they had this leaner creamer. Now, I've been reading about it. I bought it first, and then I come home and I was reading about it, and a lot of people on keto use it, which I didn't buy it for that. I bought it because it's made with coconut oil, and I thought maybe, it says it's got monk fruit. I think monk fruit maybe, which it don't taste sweet to me at all. They do have some flavors. I went on their website and there's a couple flavors I like to order. It's expensive, but you don't use that much. But I had seen the Harris Teeter time and time again. I'm like, I don't want to buy it because it's expensive, but maybe I could do that and get off the half and half, which I know I don't count my coffee anyway. But that being said, if I can still, because I'm gonna enjoy my coffee, whatever it takes. If I go back to regular full sugar creamer, I'm not gonna worry about it, because that's an enjoyment I have is coffee. But I've long since that ship has sailed on sweet coffee. I can't do it. Listen, if you're trying to get off coffee, you can wean yourself. It can happen. If it can happen to me, oh my gosh, it can happen to anybody. Because you can stand a spoon up in my old coffee. I ain't lying. It was sugar and then sugary creamer right on top of it. Yeah. Then I went down to just half and half, right? I don't think I'm going to go to just black coffee, because I don't like black coffee. I probably could wean myself to it, but I don't really want to, because I don't think I would enjoy that as much as I would when I had something in it. I like a mouthfeel to my coffee. I don't like the flat feel. I like a mouthfeel to it. and this creamer is just two little teaspoons. I took a teaspoon and I measured in my little stirring spoon what it looks like, so I know what it looks like. 15 calories. 15 calories. And it is enough in my coffee to give it, and I think it has to be the coconut oil that it's made from, to give it just a little bit of a mouthfeel. Enough to where it's not like if I just pour plain old skim milk in. I tried that. I tried to go off, and I tried to go fat-free half and half, and I couldn't do it because it was just not the same. So I have switched to leaner creamer, and those calories, if I don't know how many cups of coffee a day I have. Just depends on the day. It's raining today, I might drink coffee all daggum day long, but 15 calories a cup. And like I said, I don't count it. I ain't never counted it from the beginning. So those are just added calories to whatever I eat, and I don't worry about it. I know some of you say, well, you need to worry about it. Well, I'm not. I'm feeling ornery today. My psychiatrist, he's the PA. I see my psychiatrist, and then I see him, and I see my psychiatrist, and then I see him. I love both of them. He told me I was sassy. I am sassy. But this whole 5.2 pounds, I ain't giving up. Listen, I thought this morning, I was in there, I ain't gonna lie. I was in there making my breakfast, and I was like, you know what? I really just want to say, screw this. You're never going to make it. You're spitting in the wind. Just find you something to eat, which there ain't nothing in this house to eat, but I could have found something. I could have come up with something, trust me. Just screw it. And I'm like, you know what? No. I mean, I have to talk to myself. Like, no, you are not going to say screw it. And what come to my mind while I was standing there at the freezer pulling out that omelet that I ate, I was standing there, I'm like, you know what? If you were caught under a pile of rocks, you wouldn't say, go ahead, throw one more on me. No. I think that was maybe my wall thing. It's liable to come flying over here in the head. You wouldn't say pile another rock on me, because then you gotta just push that much harder to get out of that pile of rocks. So I was like, why would you pile more food on top of what you've already gained and what you know, and make it even harder to come out of the gain that you had? So I'm like, no, I ain't doing that. Which I really wasn't going to give up. But you know, you get that way. You do. You get the feeling like, what's the use? But what's the use is, I got a goal. And these little setbacks, these little bumps in the road, they're going to happen. They're going to happen. And you just have to learn how to deal with them and rise above them and keep moving on. And that's the best I can do, is just to take what comes my way, process it, find the little pile that it goes in, and move on. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just moving on. Now, listen, let me tell you this. I had to try to not forget. So y'all know I tell y'all Alexa does not speak Southern. She does not. I wish, I'm going to start keeping a little note, and every time I talk to y'all, I'm going to tell you what she wrote down that day. This is the one that she did the other day. I was, well, I don't know if I should tell you which one she said wrong or which one she said right. So I'll tell you the wrong one. So I wrote down, I told her I needed kidney beans, and I was checking my grocery list, and she had kitten beans, kitten beans. I'm like, are you kidding me? So then when we had that chimichurri rice from Trader Joe's, I told her I had chimichurri rice. The girl, she got chimichurri, but she couldn't get kidney. Had me some kitten beans. Some of the stuff she writes, what I say, it is not even close. And there's things that I don't even buy because I cannot think of a word that would even sound like what she would say. So there's things I don't even get to buy. Now let me show you one more thing before we go. Set my coffee down. I tell you, if you watch everybody don't watch every video. Some of you is just here for the weigh-in. And some of y'all I'm talking to right now, you're not even here. You heard the weight and you left. But I showed you those socks that I found at the Dollar Tree. Well, I had to go to my Dollar Tree for some Kleenex and something else. I'm like, well, let me look, because I went to the one in Salisbury, and that's where they had them. And in my store and their store does not always get the same things. They get more stuff up there. I said, well, let me just check the socks. Lo and behold, they had them. And I'm telling you, when I tell you it's been years since I found these socks, it has been years. Because the ones I got were so holy and dingy, it's not even funny. Well, I bought like 4 or 5 more pairs, and I just stuck them to the side because I don't know how long it'll be before I get them again. And I wanted to show them to you. If you have big feet, if you have feet and ankles that swell and regular socks won't go on them, I want you to know about these to be able to look for them in your store, okay? So it is, here's they're men's, 6 to 12. Let's see. That's what they look like on the front. That's what they look like on the back. And this, they're little crew socks. This is the part I want to show you. See how, and it's a soft kind of pull. It goes up over my swelled up ankles and my big fat feet perfectly. So I wanted you to know about them in case you have the same issue. And they last. The other ones lasted me for years. For something from the Dollar Tree, it's a good quality item. So I want to share that with you in case you have the same affliction that I have. So I guess that will do it for me today. I'm going to go in, switch out of my clothes. I don't walk around naked, but I do wear tank tops all the time. Y'all see? That's all y'all see. Y'all would think I don't have any clothes. When I go places, I put clothes on, but around my house, I ain't wearing no clothes. I'm going to be comfortable. Listen, when the heat comes, I'll wear them tank tops out in public too. Let the back flaps fly. I do not care. Do not care. It is too hot to be wearing sleeves. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm going to enjoy this rain. I think today's the only day it's supposed to rain. Me and Sandy, we alike on that. She likes a good old rainy day. Supposed to get a thunderstorm, but I ain't heard the first lick of thunder. Not the first lick. So, anyway, that's all I know today. Next week, I plan on seeing a loss because I'm going to do back to my 1,500 calories this week. Hopefully, my legs going to go down. I'll try to keep it propped up best I can after David goes to bed because we don't watch the same things. He's in there watching that car stuff. I call it that blah blah stuff where they rebuild muscle cars, and he loves watching that car stuff. And to me, all I hear is blah 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 blah. And I don't watch that. If I go in there, he's going to turn it to something that I would like to see. And he works too hard. He just wants to come home, relax, lay on the couch, watch some TV before he has to go to bed. And so I'm not going to come in there and make him switch it when he's watching something he wants to watch. Because he's not at home at night to watch anything, and he works long hours. So I figure that's the least I can do, sit back in my room, watch my shows, and do whatever. I find something to do. I find something to piddle on. So anyway, that's it for me. I'm not getting tore up about it. I'm disappointed, but I know there were several factors that led into the game. So that's that. Next week's another week. Hope y'all having a good week, and I will see you back tomorrow for my flex menu. That will be all for me, and I will see you in the next video.